Hey guys, it's Kwai here again. In this week, I want to go over a few currencies and let's have a look at how these like bounces off the resistance and also what we can probably predict in probably give a high probability of chances in which the market is going to move, if that makes any sense. Yeah, it's been a while since I recorded a video on Forex. I've just been pretty busy with a lot of things lately. It's been a few weeks since I last did this. Just recently went from Perth to Sydney and just been trying to just get everything together. So yeah, it's been pretty crazy. So I'm trying to get back into the whole Forex trading and yeah, so this is the result. Okay, so let's get straight into the currencies for next week. So we've got the Australian USD on the daily charts. So you can see here that a few weeks ago set the resistance lines and support lines as well. So you can see that it went up, bounced off the resistance. So keep in mind that's like a zone there, and then there was a really engulfing candle there that gave the indication that this is going to be a bearish market. So then it went down, and then obviously it retraces back up, and then once again we see like like an engulfing candle right there. So this is saying that the market is on a decline, and it did. So if you acted on that one, let's say that you jumped in, you saw the engulfing candle, and then you got in at like 30% retracement, then you'll know that just yeah, it's just going to go down. So you probably could have gotten like a few. How many pips is that? It's about 300 pips all the way down to there. So that would have been a pretty good trade if you're watching that one carefully. So don't believe I put like a support line here anyway, but yeah, you get the idea that it just went down there. So you got a bit of resistance here. So this looks like a pretty good support line. So it might break, it might not. We've got a bit of a kindish engulfing candle, not as strong as the previous ones, but we'll see what happens. It looked like it might continue on, it might break through and then continue on and might get some good pips out of that one. However, we'll just see how this one plays out because it looks like it's on a consolidation pattern there. So let's just go with that one. All right, so let's check out the Euro Jappy one. So as you can see, it's like a nice strong decline. The trend line is there, so you can see that it just went up, down, and yeah, so it's like a nice strong decline. So you might see a consolidation up to about this point here, and we'll see what happens. It might continue on, or it might break through. And if it does break through, you might see it breaking through there, coming back down, retracing, and then that would be a good spot to get in, and then you can see like a nice increase as well. I saw this pattern on another currency, and I'll talk about that one. I think it's the Euro USD. That's what happens. So let's move on to that one there. So I've got the different MACD crossovers and EMAs on this one. So as you can see, if you're following short-term MACD and EMA patterns that the lines have crossed, so this looks like a pretty good indication that it's going to be on decline. And I would say that just judging from the look of this, let's just switch to the line chart, is that you can see that there could be like a nice support line there. So as you can see, it's broken through the support line there. So let's go back to the candlestick there. So you got like a nice engulfing candle there. So it's a very bearish market. I can't see any improvement here. So maybe tomorrow on Monday, you might see a bit of a retracement here going up to there. And if it taps out there, this might be a pretty good spot to get in. And let's see how much we can risk. About 52 pips, right? And you might see it come down to about 100 up to that next support line level. So it's about 100 pips there. And yeah, so you're looking at a risk of 1 to 2 ratio. So that might be pretty good. So I'm going to wait on this one. I might get in on this one tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. If not, it might break out and just go upwards. So we never really know. But this is a zone here. It's giving that bearish indication. So it does look like it's going to continue forward. And looking at the MACD, it's in a pretty good zone where it's on decline as well. If it does cross over and you've gone short on this, then you might be in trouble and you'll be stopped out. However, if it does continue on, you might see the MACD going down to here and then crossing over and then going back up. All right, so let's move on to USD CAD on daily. As you can see here, there was like a non, like obviously I didn't track this one a couple of weeks ago, but yeah. But anyway, I drew the trend line there, and it broke through the trend line. It retraced down to about 30%, and then that would have been a perfect opportunity to get in because you can see that there's a three. You can see the hammer candle there, and then you see like an engulfing candle there. So it's indicating that it's going to continue on up there. So if I got in there, that was 78 pips, you would have got like a nice 300 pip there. Obviously you want to get like a 1-to-1 ratio, 1-to-2 ratio, so yeah, that would have been like an easy one. And then there was a bit of a support there. Mind you, this does look like a bit of a cup and holder candle, so it goes there and up like there, so you might see a breakout here, or fake out, not too sure, but we'll see what happens. And I say, it might continue up. It might continue on, but there was a bit of resistance there. So if you see a lot of action where it's pushing, pushing, and it breaks out, that's another good opportunity where it's just going to continue breaking out. The USD CAD is a nice, easy trend line to follow, so it's really good there. And finally, let's check out the AUD CAD. I didn't draw any trend lines on this one, but looks like that. There's not much happening here, so it's just like consolidation pattern. It looks like it just went there, it's like just tapping back and forth. So I wouldn't bother risking this one. It's not too, it's not really giving any clear signals. So you might can see continuation patterns. This is going to go up and down until you see something interesting, and then you're going to jump in. So for me, I wouldn't get into the AUD CAD right now. I can't see any strong setups at the moment, but we'll just see what happens and see how this one plays out. So that's it for the Forex outlook for this week. It looks pretty good. I'm probably going to get into this one, the Euro USD, tomorrow. So I'm going to see if this reg traces back up, and if there's a little resistance there, I'm getting in. I'm going to put in like a 65 pip, maybe about a 70 pip risk, which is about 1%, and then I might be able to see, I will take my profits around there, so about 80 point there. So let's play and let's see how we go there. And yeah, sorry it took a while to record this video. It's taken a bit of time just to readjust to Sydney life. I'm 2 hours ahead of Perth, but yeah, it's been really good. And yeah, I'll share with you some of my ideas on Forex and Sydney on later videos. So good luck and keep trading. Thanks.